Antichrist has arrived.
Oh, the Antichrist.
Okay, you can't. Ow!
Better have faith in God again. So now we have a prequel to the Omen movies, and it turned out pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's the best horror movie of all time either, because in all honesty, it didn't scare me at all. I mean, it did shock me sometimes, but I don't consider it scary. But it is a decent prequel to the Omen movies, which I watched before in preparation for this one, and it didn't scare me either. I think if anything, the documentary actually scared me a lot more. I will say that this new film is a bit better than the original. So I'm gonna give my review on the First Omen, which will contain spoilers because I'm not able to explain things without them. So this movie, as you know, is basically a prequel to the 1976 movie The Omen, the origins on how Damien came to this world. And I gotta say, I didn't expect that much preparation for his arrival. They even had a girl as a candidate to conceive Damien. And so when she makes a trip to Rome to go help in an orphanage, the plan to bring the Antichrist finally begins. I am gonna point out though that a couple of things that I'm gonna say may not be completely accurate, because at this point it's been like 2 days since I watched it. So I'm doing my best. Craziest part is that a church is actually in charge of the whole plan. I am never gonna go to church again. The reason they're doing this is because they want people to believe again, to have faith in God again. And it makes sense, I guess. I mean, create something to fear in order to believe again. That scene creeped me out, like the way they're explaining the whole thing and the fact that a church is doing it. So Margaret, the main character, starts to notice all these weird things going on in the church. A lot of stuff feels off. There's this girl that they just want to keep in isolation. I didn't understand that plot point that much. She had the 3 sixes, but I don't know if she was supposed to be the OG Antichrist or she was gonna be the mother of it. So I'm not gonna tap too much into that. So you see this drastic character evolution. Margaret goes from a very happy, full of life nun to a mistrusting and traumatized person. So Margaret eventually hangs out with this nun who apparently likes to party a lot, which felt off for me because, one, shouldn't nuns not do that? And shouldn't they really not do that? So they party, get drunk, eventually go back home. And speaking of that party scene, it did feel out of place, but it doesn't really bug me because it helps the plot. So secrets start to uncover thanks to Father Brennan, which by the way shocked me because the actor who's portraying him this time actually does look like the original actor from the 1976 movie, and I'm pretty sure that helped a lot in my experience watching the movie. Fast forward, it's a bit too late when Margaret discovers that she is already impregnated with Damien. Remember the party scene? Yeah, that was part of the plan. But the way he's created, man, he just grows in a freaking snap. That scene was so creepy, I was just like... So eventually the Antichrist is born, and from here we go to the beginning of the 1976 Omen movie. And by the way, that wasn't the first attempt on bringing the Antichrist to life. There's a scene where they show a bunch of failed attempts, and it's just like... It reminded me of Alien Covenant. And back to connecting it with the original, I so loved the way they did it, man. It was so satisfying to see how they instantly took Damien to his new parents. even showing clips from the original movie and even showing a picture of Damien's new father. And so from here you know that a lot of bad stuff is gonna happen. So that is the First Omen in a nutshell. Like I said, this isn't the event of the year. It's not scary either, but it's a very good origin story. I loved all the new mythology and lore they just added to this world. The third act is also the strongest point of the movie. I mean, you can actually feel the tension. Once Damien is born, Margaret has a chance to kill him. But well, as we all know, she failed. The score is also a strong point as well. I mean, it gave me chills through the whole movie. I believe they played the original theme from The Omen, which made me go like... it just gave me goosebumps. The acting was so well done. I don't think anyone did a bad job. Everyone was just on point. They did their best. They gave their very best. So yeah, in the end, it's a pretty good prequel. I'm still shocked that a church was the cause of it all. Seriously, never ever take me to church again. But that is just my opinion, those are just my thoughts. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think of the First Omen? Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, links are down below. I am Louis, thank you so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone is doing okay, and I will see you guys until next time. Take care.